Checking out this Pac-lock. I checked out a black one I had earlier, and I didn't really like the pins on the inside for their key pin. So I'm gonna remake this one for legless. So let's see what this one holds. This one's one of my older ones, but it should have better pins. So we'll see what's in there. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right. Take the key out. Put this in the pin mat to keep all this locked together. Got a lot of action going on here. Too much on this for one little pin tray. But yeah, I didn't like the way the other one I made for legless came out. So I'm gonna see what this red one holds pin wise. So let's see what's in there. Definitely want to send a shim down there first. Yeah, I was surprised. I'm glad I joined Kraken earlier. Because taking apart that the black Pac-lock I was gonna send, having the serrated key pins, and then seeing the green ones that I'm gonna send. Well, the one I made for Panda Frog, and I'm making for Lockheed and Lady Locks. I noticed their key pins are just normal key pins. Well, it doesn't sound like much, but in challenge lock world, that's kind of important. If I'm trying to serrate chambers, there's no point in serrating the Bible if the key pins aren't serrated. Otherwise, I'm just jamming up pins in the top. So. Okay. So I got the core separated from the Bible. Let's see what kind of key pins we're working with. Okay, these all have serrations on them. All right, good. Good, good, good. This is what I want to see for challenge locks, man. As much as I want to pull us close to the camera, I don't want to. All right, there you go. I don't want to lose the pins. But you could see as they're popping up, they got serrations. For whatever reason, if you look at the video I made for the panda frogs, those are all standard pins, and you know, you guys are better at picking locks, at least in general, better than I am. So I'm trying to make them as spicy as possible. Hey, Squiggle Dork, what's happening, brother? Yeah, I'm just checking out the quality of Pac-locks here. Here, I'm gonna dump out these key pins for you. I was double checking again. I was about to send out the one for Legless, and I wanted to make sure I didn't pop one of these ball bearings before I sent it to him. I mean, that's kind of the whole little challenge, is if you could pick it without popping it. And I was doing a little test to make sure I got room. Okay, so the last two. The point is, when I was doing that same little test right there to see what chambers, I was looking at the key pins, and I remember in panda frogs they were all normal, and these ones all have serrations, and you know, again, that makes a big difference when you're making challenge locks for people. Hey, Paracentric, what's happening, man? Hey, Steve, what's happening, bud? Yeah, but for me, it's worth redoing this whole lock just to have these serrated key pins in there. Wow, these are tiny key pins. See, these are the problem. I want to get this last one out and I'll show you real quick. Okay, for these last two chambers, we're gonna make the trap pins. I've encountered this before. These key pins are so tiny. I mean, they are real small. Chilling before bed, I get that. I can't sleep, so I'm gonna make some challenge locks. But these guys are so small that if I counter mill too much, or really counter mill almost at all, they're gonna turn and spin and fuck up the whole keyway. So as much as I am gonna use that those columns in the pin stack to make the traps, I just got to be really careful in this one. I'll give you guys a noise warning or anything before I start firing up Dremel tools or shit like that. I'm gonna arrange my pins and see what I was working with. I had no idea what was gonna be inside of this Pac-lock. All right. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 serrated pins to work with. All right, I can work with that. My main worry is for 6 and 7 to not over counter mill and have them spin. So don't fuck that up, not. All right. Now for top pins. I've never made one with back-to-back traps before. I'm gonna have to be real careful with the counter milling on this one. Now, if I'm gonna go serrating things, I'm not gonna be using spool pins. I'm gonna take, well, hold on, before I go grabbing, let's put this down, and I will check the Bible and see what it came with from Pac-lock first. Okay, again, just so you know, for Pac-lock, how you remember the front is that indent where the face would go in. All right. Get this shim out there. All right. All right. Chamber 1 serrated. Cool. Chamber 2, another serrated. Three is a spool. All right. Wow, they're actually doing a pretty good job, pack lock wise for challenge locks. I mean, in every chamber that has a serrated on the bottom has a serrated on the top, and every chamber with a small keep-in has a spool in it. So, I mean, that's smart, just coming from the factory. As far as if you have the double serrated, that's like, I guess, anti-bump, technology, and then for the spools with the short pins. I mean, that's good just for, general lock sport. Kind of impressed by that, huh? All right, let's flip it to the other side, see what comes out. Yeah, I just got in touch with Legless. He got back to me the other day. He's alive and picking. That's his words. Alive and picking, which is great to hear. Yeah, I originally, I had this one waiting for him for a couple months, and I was picking on it, and Kraken went earlier tonight live, and decided to take my that Pac-lock apart, and I'm glad I did because one of the it's supposed to be three balls in a row. That's the idea. You know, one of them was already popped just for me practice picking it, so I wouldn't have wanted to. Oh, that's the first standard pin. Okay. I see. This is the tiny, tiny key pins. That's why. And another serrated. Yeah, but not in that last key pin. When you see how long that is, it probably stabilizes the whole thing, actually. Yeah, another spool. Wow. Okay, final chamber. And we got a spool. Personally, I'm gonna replace that with both of those with serrated, but all right. Let's see. Can I get this through without mangling springs? Yep. Okay. That could just hang out. Now, normally when I make a challenge lock, I kind of have an idea of a drawing of, what I'd like it to be, but considering I have to work with whatever the key I'm working with, so I need the highest key part or the highest bidding. So again, my trap's gonna have to be on the end here, and we'll see how much fits in the. But generally looking, zoom sucks. All right. But that's how it comes from Pac-lock. So that's. Wow, come on. It's weird trying to operate through the camera. There we go. I was taking a really nice up close to that because I want to send a thing to Martha tomorrow at Pac-lock. I mean, really look at Panda Frog's video and you'll see what his key pins are, and it wasn't pinned nothing like this. All right. Now let's get the tricking this shit out. Make it spicy. All right. This long pin is obviously going to get replaced with the trap pin. It's serrated. I'm going to kick down here to spool. I'm going to take out any other kind of spools just because I need to stabilize the core. Well, okay, in the picking, it's harder to honestly to set them. I'm going to show you what I pick for the idea here. So look at how deep of a hook you're going to have to get to not really overset. Of course, that's a little extreme, but I mean, it's hard to not overset those other ones reaching there. So with those trap pins on the end here, I mean, that should be good. But again, it's if I had them, wherever the high cuts are, that's the idea. So the idea is while chasing the traps, you're going to overset the lows. At least that's what the way I'm trying to set it. So let's see. Again, that's why I want to remove any because of the extreme traps and the grooves that I'm going to set for it. It kind of destabilizes the picking order. Well, let's see. See that can change. That's another thing I was talking about on Kraken drinking time tonight. When I was doing dual custody or joint custody rather, the Joe Picks community box. Attacking that's weird because normally if I wasn't able to open it or find a binder, I'd go, okay, if clockwise isn't working, go counterclockwise or change a pick or go from top of keyway to bottom. I would try different mode of attack, and with that joint custody it's very hard to do that. Like they only turn into certain selected ways and they only it's real hard to get attention on them. Luckily, they come Peace Weapon made a special type of keyway. Alright, again, I'm just swapping out these spools for serrateds that I have from previous Pac-locks. Actually, I'll keep that one little. Okay. So out of 7 pins, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 serrated, 1 custom spool, and then the double traps at the end. Woo. Alright. So just to write it down on paper. That's code for serrated. Sorry. Spool, normal key pin, and then 2 more serrated. 1, 2, 4 serrated, 3 spools, 7 chambers. All right. Oh, Steve, that was you that made the tensioner for it? Yeah, that's. I just had a live 1 hour thing. I was able to get the left side. I'm working on the right side now. That left side, whoo. The problem I kept having, unlike this one here, every time I was setting 3 in the joint custody, every time I'd set 3, because there was how deep the false set would be. So by the time I'd get the counter rotation, 2 and 1 would drop back down. So even if I set 4, like, oh man, that was my number. I could tell you that's the I don't want to call it trap pin, but the treble pin of that one. I mean, really, it's just a matter of patience and playing whack-a-mole with the binding pin. But yeah, I just need to get that one and I'll get it open. And even if I don't open it on camera, I'd at least want to get the opening on camera. You know what I mean? But even that's the with the cash lock. That's what I did the first time before I was able to actually pop that. At least I had to open on camera. All right. So for the core mods. Sorry, I messed up my own shorthand. I did all serrating when I meant to do counter mills. Okay. Okay, and again, that's more to stabilize. I can't make everything all spools, or else it's gonna, the core is gonna be too wobbly. All right, that's the game plan. And that was the video I released today. Was the first challenge lock I ever made for John Locke, and I didn't have the tap yet, and unfortunately, at least unfortunately for me, I had watched a video where it was saying instead of using the proper tap, if you didn't have one, you could use a grub screw and yeah, like a T handle, this style. Wow, yeah, faux picking's no joke. I am not there yet, man. Faux picking's hard. Jimmy, these pin trays are actually flooring tile. I give them away in my giveaways. I go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Lowe's tend to have them more in stock, and I'll shoot you a link in Discord. But literally, I get like it's like a 3 foot thing, like 3 foot by 1 foot, and they just come in a strip, and I just cut them in little. These work, in my opinion, so much better than the sparrows. And the only reason I stress this so much is, as you can see, when I'm picking up pins and stuff, like these trays are so deep. You're picking up the pad half the time, where you're not exactly for like $10. Literally $10. I could probably make like 20, 30 little trays like this, super cheap. And these are nice and shallow, so I mean it keeps the channels and everything's in line. But I mean, as you could see, I can grab the pins. Like they're fine, they're cool. But yeah, right on, Jimmy. I got that there. But yeah, the sparrows, man, as cool as they are, and as you could see, I like using them over here to hold the major components. But they're so deep, it's not really my go-to at all. As you see, all of my projects set up over here are all on this flooring tile. It's like I literally a stack of them like that with a rubber band around them for my giveaways. All right, let's see. So let's get back to threading. Yeah, it's funny when you come out with extra springs. Yeah, that's why one of the first things I recommend people to get is the Sparrow Rekey. Like if they're, at beginner level of like you know, the Rekey thing is definitely worth it. Just for the extra springs, parts, pins, stock like that, definitely worth it. Okay. Yep. Let's get in the business. I know I'm serrating 1, 2. Let's try not to do that again. That's the bad part about using this chessboard. When things fall into the crevices here, they really fall. Not even using that one no more. Okay. Got some extra key banks for my quick sets and my sledges. I was looking for the reverse keyways when I was refitting this acid. I was looking for anything that could fit that just to give me a direction to even start in. That was another project I wish I kind of went live with or recorded. Just in the sense, I didn't plan on going as far with the project as I did. So when I actually completed it, I even kind of surprised myself. So it would have been cool capturing all that. See, I'm missing a fucking key pin. Come on. Hmm. Speaking of Jimmy's, that's halftime. Well, this is a refurbished chessboard here that I'm working with. So in between each one of these squares, like a little textile groove. Hmm. Oh, that's right. Never mind. I'm staring right at him. I was thinking that these two little last key pins. Hold on, let me put them in proper order. I don't want to fuck these two up. I forgot these two were right next to each other. I thought they were the dog tag chains. There we go. Okay. Now we got all 7 key pins. Yeah, no kidding, Jimmy. You're flying through picks, dude. I mean, literally flying through picks. It's funny. It's almost like a record of how many times you could sell out in a row. Like I'm waiting. It's like every time you in stock, it's like all right. It says the stopwatch. All right. So again, we're serrating 1 and 2 right now. Let's get to work. All right. Oh, do you really? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, dude. If you're molding them yourself, that's gonna take a minute. No shit. All right, again, we're gonna use the proper tool this time, unlike the John Locke video. This is a 3mm thread. And for right now, we're going to tap chambers 1 and 2 and check them out. Sorry you're not seeing us on camera yet, but alright. Even though that's only 5 turns, believe me, that's plenty threads into that chamber. Oh yeah. Yo, that's funny, Ginger, that you say that. Lock SMR. That's somebody else I know said that to me too. I guess I have a decent mic, or you can hear what the hell I'm doing. I can't hear. In case I'm deaf, dude. So I honestly don't know. That's a real disadvantage in picking because I can't hear all the pops and clicks. But that's awesome if you could hear all the. Okay, so let's use our Jimmy Long diamond. Check out that counter mill. I'm sorry, serrations, counter mill. Yeah, right. Yeah, that nice serrations. Nice 5 clicks on each thing. That's awesome. All right. All right, so serrated, serrated. Oh, there we go. Then we're going to go spool, serrated, serrated, and then 2 dog tags. Yeah, I guess I could go keep one more normal spool in there. All right, so that's 1 counter milling, 2, 3. All right. So now we're going to serrate chambers 4 and 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just curious. I don't want to get a strike. Can you guys hear my music? Or at least, hopefully not loud. Okay, good. Yeah, Jimmy, I'll definitely get it to you on Discord, dude. The tile link. I said it's literally on Lowe's. It's literally just a link. I'll copy and paste it there. Okay. So that's chamber 4. Now we're going to do the same thing for chamber 5. Good. I think I got already 2 strikes from playing music. Not trying to get at their community strikes, not the hard YouTube strikes, but still. Alright, that's deep serrated. Okay, so that's all the serrated chambers. Nice. Got some shards in there. There you go. Nice. All right. All right. At this point, well, hold on. Not quite yet. I gotta put the correct tip. I'll be using a Dremel here for a second to do the counter milling part. So that's just a little noise warning if you're late at night, you got the TV on, or if you're listening to headphones or something. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. Actually, I have different tips. Even though you might have seen both of them around, these ones are engravings. It's like that's the one that I want. It's actually going to be doing the milling, the cutting. The other one that's for engraving. While it is sharp enough to cut and do the counter milling, it's not going to do the quite same job. I mean, it's like I said, it's meant for engraving, where this one's kind of more the drill tip. So if you have the different kits, all right. Noise warning here. All right, do chamber 3. Now the thing about Pac-lock is they're for most part only going to be turning in one direction clockwise. So I mean, I still do the traps for both ways just in case if you wanted to take it out of the padlock and do it, pick it like a kick cylinder. But okay, now I'm going to do the basic circle counter milling like I did for 3, for 5 and 6 before I start the trenches for the traps. So again, a little noise warning. You want to do it at least for me right when it starts to disappear. That's perfect spot it wants to be. Not that I'm aware of. The auction? Nah. I want to pull the counter milling as close as I can to the surface. So you really want to create a nice little lip right there. I'm going to show you in a second. Good that bites. I mean, that's. Yeah, with that being so deep. So yeah, that bites so good. I mean, I didn't even have the trenches in there yet. And just with the counter milling, it's already, Oh, thank you, Timmy. Dude, I appreciate you stopping in, man. And again, thanks for the send, dude. Big thank you. So that's looking pretty good. You know, I might just trench one of them, actually. Yeah, that one's grabbing really good just with normal counter milling. Maybe I'll just make a super trench in the back. Alright, Steve, thanks for stopping in, dude. I definitely appreciate you stopping in the live stream, man. Okay, now let's see how the standard spool. Yep, that just went flying out of frame. Alright, let's grab one from up here. I'll retrieve that one later. Okay, I can make that lip. I don't want this to go flying again. Point is, I can make that lip tighter. That counter milling can get a little closer to the tip. I think a third pin I've lost and I've started already. There we go. I just found two of them. Okay. Again, ear warning. For this one, I'm gonna get the spool catch up in there better. There we go. I can already see that better. Okay. Ah, no kidding. Guttable, huh? That should be interesting. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna switch out tips now to the sharper point, so I can start with the tunnels and the back trap. Okay, ear warning. you do? Okay. Alright, let me turn it down a little bit. Yeah, for the cash lock, when I popped it open, I played Folsom Prison Blues. So I ended up getting a strike, and that's not, no big deal. The problem is I made like 3 edits of the same video. Like first was just the open, then was the pick and gut, and then for the green belt or whatever, I had to pick gut and reassemble, or to reassemble. So there's 3 videos, and they all have the same exact little, track of Johnny Cash on there. And unfortunately, I got multiple strikes on 2 out of the 3 of them. The shortest one they didn't. Yeah, 2 out of the 3 got hits. Yep. So I don't want to get the 3rd community guideline strike or nothing. Trying to stay in good standing. Actually, I make the trap for both sides, even though technically it's only going to be going most likely clockwise because of the way that the Pac-lock is, but I don't think I have enough people to run a monetization. I'm not even 200. I think that's a count thing. I haven't tried, to tell you honestly. Okay, this is a side you want to make sure you definitely get right, because this is the way it's definitely turning in the Pac-lock. And you really want to dull the edge there, just because as it's turning, you don't want to get too pinched in the shear line that it cuts the balls off from the dog tags too easily. So you don't just want to do it across, but you also want to lean into it, kind of like as I'm doing here, this way it doesn't, yeah, they have different things. It's like they're not hard strikes, they're community guideline strikes. So it's like I gotta get 3 to count as like one real strike, I guess. So something to that nature, but either way, I'm not trying to test their boundaries, because I just like to blast music and make challenge locks and at the same time share with you guys, but I don't want to get my channel banned for it. Oh yeah, dude, I've been working on these 98s for a minute now, and that's let's see, this is going to be 4 or 5, the 4th or 5th one I'm making with the trap on it. So really, it's a matter of perfecting it, and I think I've gotten it down pretty good. It's hard as hell to pick, I'll tell you that. I've yet to be able to pick mine. Oh, thank you, dude. I'm trying to decide which one's my favorite of all time. It's between the I like the green Shamrock one, looks cool with the shotguns behind them. But then I also kind of like the Knoxtober, the fangs and whatever, looks vicious. And the keyhole in the eye, like I like that, and the blood coming out of his mouth, even though it's black and white, but I mean, you get the point. I mean, I try to do it kind of like quarterly, you know what I mean? Like every couple months, I'm not going to afford to get a few of them, so. Sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down for a trade. Yeah, I add one of mine every time I make one, and other than John's, the rest are all mine. Well, let's see. Well, this one's for Legless, but if you want a red one, I have another red one of some kind on here. Hold on. Yeah, I like the double meaning of the shamrocks and the get loaded. So I have like the shotguns in the background, and also St. Patrick's Day, get loaded. And it's my birthday bash, so the whole combination of it, I kind of like gave me a reason to make stickers. And again, I've got to be careful here not to cut too deep, just because that last key pin is, or the last two, are fucking tiny. In fact, that's probably about all I'm gonna do here. Let's see how it's biting. Yeah. Okay. Well, not for nothing, dude. Legless has been waiting like a year for this one. A year's exaggeration, but like honestly, dude, like a good 5 months, 6 months. So that's why I had to check the black one. This one all ready to go out, but like I said, the dog tag chains were popped, and I'm glad I sent that, or I'm glad I checked that before I sent it. All right, I don't need to do any more counter milling there. Okay, the core is done. Now it's time to mod out the Bible. This is the front. So to match it up, I'm gonna need serrating on 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. And again, always remind you, that's the front by the indent. Let's start with chamber 1. And again, the reason I go through here is after the lock's all assembled, I'm able to look just at the bottom row, and I can tell what's been serrated and what's been counter milled. So I kind of have an idea of how I loaded the lock, in case I get confused. So, I mean, if you really wanted to go to extreme measures of not going through the lock but going around it, I guess you could, but it's just something I like doing. So, for example, if after I make legless, if I still have energy in me and I start with lady locks or lock heats, and I finish them and put them side by side, I'd be able to tell whose was whose just by looking at the strip of mods. Ah, gotcha. So I'm just lining up chamber 1 here, making sure that's getting in there good. I guess I end up looking through the cameras a little hard. And getting that far into the threading is, if you can see over here, I only have a little bit of thread left. Okay, so just now it's starting to actually bite into the chamber. That's 3 good turns. That should be good. Like I was pointing out when I was making panda frogs, without any serrations on the key pins, there's no point in making any serrations in the Bible, because then you're just gonna if anything, get your top serrated pins jammed up in here and not let them get into the core. But, you know, like I said, these ones came with serrated key pins. Okay. So, kind of like I was talking about before, if you look now from the bottom, let me get the Jimmy Longs out. So now you can, if I wanted to tell, or if I wasn't able to tell, I could now see the nice serrations on there. And you'll see better on the second. Start on the second one. I mean, you can, if you look at the video of me making John locks, I really get in there. Meaning, I'll show you in a second. I just want to make sure this lines up. Yes, it does. Okay. I'm going to use this at the end to check the challenge lock, but busting out this level of magnification for it, like you can really see how and where it bites on the threading or on the counter rotation, or I'm sorry, the counter milling for rotation and stuff. Like you can really, it's got like a double magnifier on there. Okay. 2, 3. That's good. Let's back it out. Okay. Let's see. I'm missing a spool pin. There you go. And that one looks like it has better edges on it. Okay, serrated spool, serrated spool. Okay. So bear with me for a second. Need to grab a drink. Going monster. Okay, so I'm gonna leave 3 alone for counter milling, and then I'm gonna thread 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, definitely want to make sure that's straight going in. I mean, yes, it is self-centering, but don't really want to count on that. There we go. little off-centered, but got it worked out. Okay, it's 3 good turns. Really don't need more than 3 good turns, because either A, you don't want to strip it, and then B, again, you don't want to get the serrated pin all jammed into the Bible, so it doesn't engage the core. And back. Now again, you can start to see how you can see this serrated in 1, 2, 4, and it's about to be 5. See, I'm trying to give you a better view of what I'm doing over here, but I don't want to ruin it for myself either. I need to be able to see down here. You want to make sure it does guide itself into the correct chamber. And not like it goes into the wrong one, but it does go off. Okay, so that's all the way through. Oh yeah, dude, I definitely still do grab. Yeah. So, hopefully now you can see with serrated chambers. 1, 2. Keeps reading my name in the background. 1, 2, 4, 5. And now we're going to counter mill a little bit up in here, and then for the trap pins up in here. Okay, gotta switch tips back to the round counter mill. Okay, generally what I do, I'm going to do chamber 3 here. I already get the Dremel in place, and then just as you can see it disappearing into the slot, that's where I do the counter milling. Sorry, it's more important I see than you right now. Now for the last two chambers here, so this way the top part of the links get caught in the top and has a lip to grab onto. Should be good for 5. Now doing the last one. I guess this technically would be the easiest one to see. Again, right when the ball disappears, that's when you want to press up and down or left and right, depending on how you're holding it. Oh, what's happening, Dave? Yeah, dude, I didn't know you're watching. Hopefully, you get your sticker pack, dude. Whatchamacallit? All my stickers, I sent them out 2 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago. So they should be showing up, if not today, tomorrow. Or definitely this weekend. Okay. So we're screwed, dude, and tattooed, my dude. Yeah, man, this should be good. Oh, why am I stand broke? Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Least I could do. I should get the package out to you hopefully by the end of next week. See, I'm backed up making other people's winnings, but I just got you. Right on, brother. All right, let's start reassembling this. Hold on. Stretch my hands. Stretch my leg for a second. All right. All right, let's stack this Bible up first. I'd say, let's start with the hard 2-trap pin side first. All right, so let's go 4 deep with the first serrated. All right, let me get the. I really don't like this plug follower, honestly. I'd like it better if it was solid on both sides, or even like that on both sides. I don't like that hollow part. And I get it, all locks are different, and there's different. There you go. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta make sure you're putting it serrated right side up. Okay. Chamber 4 loaded. Chamber 3. This one's the spool. Okay. Chamber 3 loaded. Serrated goes that way. Okay. All but the last. Chamber 1. No. Alright, we'll go fetch him later. Good thing I have a plethora of pills, huh? Plethora of pins. Alright. That's the hard part, though. Or 4 out of the 3. Now here comes the hard part. So my music stops right when I'm getting to the hard part. You kidding me? Alright. Let's get these last 3 in. You can't be talking to me. Okay, I found that. I don't have all that many left. Alright, these are the 2 trap pins. Now we're getting serious. This is a bitch getting this guy in there. Alright. Sorry, I gotta do this above the board. Hold on. I want you to see how I gotta put it down like a couple at a time, so it's not a three ball push. It's and then you get the next one down, then you just pop that little top head down. Point is, if you pull it back too far, then you're gonna lose the one that's in. You're gonna unset the one in chamber 5. All right. I try to look for what side has the less barbed part on it. I don't want it stretching or scratching the cylinder or catching on anything. There we go. Okay. We got a loaded Bible. Woo! All right. Here's the key. I'm gonna put the key in the core here. Got any striations or loose fucking loose shit from drilling? Now with the key in there, I'm gonna just give it a little test to see how it grabs. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. Look at that. That's a good set. That's good. All right. See, that's why I don't. I'm trying to get it for you on camera, but at the same time, I don't have extra key pins, so if I lose them, I'm in trouble. I don't want to have to be rewinding and replaying my own videos to see where it drops. Man, these little tiny ones are pain in the ass. Ooh, so I gotta be careful. Because if I counter mill too much, these little tiny key pins, they sink right in there and they don't meet the shear line. That's not what we want. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Only got one of the super traps, but I think that counter milling in 6 is good enough. I didn't want to ruin it. All right. Where's little shim? You definitely have to shim this where you don't want these dog tags falling nowhere near your core at all. So make sure you have that turned away and way over shim. So it's sticking out the back and that's going nowhere near anything open. that's not good. Hold on. I don't know how that shim got in front of the, I know I got another shim right in front of you. I was gonna try to play it safe by making sure I could slide it past. So, let me try sending. Oh no. Well, if that came out, it means I gotta repin the top. Okay. Not getting out that easy. Okay, let's round out the key pins. Wow, that thing swallowed that fucking. Swallowed that shim. Alright, we ruined a couple of springs. That's no big deal. I could deal with springs. I forgot I'm doing it backwards now. Mm, that's what I'm missing. Okay. Mm. Getting there. Yeah, it's these two that gotta be careful. Uh, nah, it's upside down. Shit, can't be doing that. There we go. Let's see, I'm missing a spring. Come on. Alright, here we go. Extra springs. Sorry, I'm just picking up a couple of pins. I fell out of the chamber pretty good on the floor, trying to find them. Alright, I'll find the other ones later. I'm sure there's no springs in the top. Alright, serrated. Spool. Serrated. Trap pin. Whew, alright. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Alright. Alright, reassemble, take two. Go down chamber 4. Okay, 4 is loaded. Three's a commercial spool. Okay, 3's loaded. Alright. 2. 2's loaded, it's rated. The replacement springs are kind of big. Alright, what I'm trying to do is wedge a super oversized spring so it has super high tension on this serrated in chamber 1. At the same time, it's very hard to pin. Maybe there's just not enough room in the chamber. But trying to load a serrated in the chamber 2. Okay. Jeez. This thing's fighting me tooth and nail. Okay, that side's loaded again. Yeah, let's try it. Okay. Okay, just the 2 trap pins left and try to reassemble this fucking thing. Uh, mm, mm. Hey, it's the problem with this strap. Gotta get that hole down there. Got it. Aha! Alright. Final chamber. No! I got plenty of the dog trap pins to replace it, but I just wanted that particular one because I already tested it. That thing shot across the room, too. Alright. Yeah, pins all over my floor, that's fine. I don't like this 3-1. Alright, cut one. Comes in handy. Okay. That one looks good. Okay, there we go. Woo. Okay, now this time we're definitely using a fucking shim. Okay. Okay, here we go. Gotcha. What there, baby? Fuck yeah. Come on. There we go. We got shear line action, baby. Woo! Let me see. Clip this bitch before it fucking falls all apart. There we go. Yeah, baby. All right, Legless. It's a challenge lock, man. Woo! Holy shit. 2 hours. I gotta crank out fucking two more of these. Wow, wow, woo! Trying to get that all the way in there. Get the actuator in play. Alright, as long as I get this screw in, I do believe we're fucking done. Woo! There we go, baby. Woo! 2 hour and 45 minutes for the Legless Lockpicker, baby. Can't say I don't love you, brother. Yeah, baby. Wow. All right. Ugh. Let's see. We got to do some engraving. Oh, challenge lock. Leave knocks unengraved. Wow, I'm horrible engraver apparently. There we go. Now it's an official Knox Box Challenge lock. Legless Lockpicker. There you go, my friend. 2 hours of love to make this baby for you. Can't wait to see this in your hand or in your vise or something, man. I've had a lot of fun making this. Fully functional Pac-lock for Legless Lockpicker to go along with the rest of the stuff in this box. Let's see what else is in the box. This has been sitting with me for a minute, waiting for him to respond, but this is Cash going on his European tour. This is the lock for my lock. Got a couple kick cylinders. And most of all, Legless wanted a Medica. There you go, my friend. We got all that. Let's see, plus all the stickers and whatever else in there. It's a nice little package, my friend. Alright, I'm gonna get this boxed up for you and out there. Alright, coming up next, if I got the energy, I'm gonna see if I could crank out either, probably Lady Locks next, because that's the 90A, so I don't have to do 7 pins, I don't have to do 6. So, hey, I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember what Knox says. Anything is possible when everything is unlockable. Alright, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you.